There's a battle raging on golf courses all around the world. The purists, the driving iron users, scared of this, a hybrid. We're here today to see if we can bring these two parties together in the interests of golf. Hybrids, metalwood looking, designed to bridge the gap between your highest lofted metalwood and your longest iron, driving irons. Iron looking, designed to bridge the gap between your longest iron and your highest lofted metalwood. Confused? We've just had word that the leader of the Hybrid Association is coming in and on foot. Let's see if we can get a word. There's a movement to ban hybrids. What are your thoughts on that?
What the? Who are you? Get out of my face.
What about the fact that hybrids make the game too easy?
Seriously, what is this?
What have you got against driving irons? Oh! 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 We've just spotted the leader of the driving iron movement. It's time to get some answers. Is it true you hate hybrids?
Hey, what's all this?
Why do you hate hybrids so much?
Just here to play golf, mate.
What have they done to cause you so much pain?
This is intrusive, hey?
Do you realise the damage you're doing to long games of people all around the
I'm
world?
not a part of this. I'm not a part of this.
You've got to be taught to hate, you know that. You're killing people's games. Seems it's going to be more difficult than I thought to bring these two parties together. After much reluctance and significant bank transfers, both parties agreed to be interviewed. You seem to have some angst.
Oh, look, this is... I don't really see the point of this, to be perfectly honest. But go and ask you little questions.
How do you respond to the accusations that you can't control ball flight with a hybrid or shot shape?
What accusations? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Oh, I feel like I can, and it's all about how I feel. Okay? All about feel.
Tell me about your passion and belief in driving irons.
Well, like it all started when I was young, probably 6, 7 weeks old, when I learnt to count 1 through 10. And then about 8 weeks old, learnt to count in reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is a natural progression of clubs, 1 through 10. Same with woods, 1 through 5. Captain obvious, so when you get to the bottom end, you have a driving iron. And it's just a lovely, lovely thing to have there, a big driving iron.
This is not as compelling an answer as I thought could have been presented, really, as an argument.
I'll stop you there. It is as compelling as it gets. It's simplistic, it's to the point, it's obvious. Have a big driving iron at the bottom of your row. Bottom of your row, go to it, and don't confuse the issue, right? Simplistic, but yet refined.
On the range, the two leaders' enthusiasm for their respective clubs was obvious. So as we wait for that to land, obviously, you're pretty strongly in favour of these driving irons, aren't you?
I just love them. I could feel that, you feel the flight and the control, and when you do hit a shot, it's just, you know exactly where you've struck it, which is in the middle, Philip.
So we'll do some word association, if we may. Hybrids.
Oh, well, first of all, think of electric cars. Then Will Smith comes to mind. He had hybrid friends in iRobot. And let's not forget Sagittarians. They're kind of like a half horse, half dude shooting an arrow. They're all hybrids, right? There's no place in golf, hybrid.
What do you say to Skipper's assertion that hybrids should be banned?
I mean, it's typical old school thinking, isn't it? This is it's draconian. This is what the old dinosaurs are trying to keep in golf. It was rubbish, mate. Get rid of them. What a joke.
Where do you think all this hate's coming from?
Look, I think it's just this, again, it all comes back to the old school thinking. They're scared to change, these old folks, mate. This is the problem. Look at a hybrid. Just look at it. This is for everyone. This is diversity in a golf club. Anyone can play this. It's for everyone. It's getting with the times. This is where we should be. Settled science, mate. Settled science. 75% of golf club manufacturers, seriously, say you should be using that.
So we get it. You love your hybrids. But are you willing to take the emotional commitment on this journey towards driving irons?
Look, I mean, just look at this. Feels so wrong. This is against everything I believe in. I don't know if I can do this.
What have they done to cause you so much pain? There's so much angst.
Mate, thanks for asking. I'll tell you what they've done. They've confused the world, right? I walk in shopping centres day in, day out. I haven't seen a more confusing product in any sport, right? Try explaining to someone who starts the game what a hybrid is. What's a hybrid? What do you use it for? Who bloody well knows, right? It's so confusing. That's why I hate them.
What do you think you use it for?
Who knows, right? No one knows. It's just there. And there's heaps of them too. There's a 2, there's a 3, there's a 4. No one knows what they do.
But what would you say if you knew?
What did I say if I knew? What would you say I would say if I knew?
But I'm here asking the questions. I mean, you agreed to sit down with me and answer some questions about hybrids.
Well,
so if you knew what they did, what would you say they did?
Well, look, having a guess, never actually tried one, but having a guess, they probably get the ball in the air, probably make it a bit easier for people to hit, and just generally fill a gap down the bottom end. That's what I'd say they'd do.
Why do you think it's okay to push your agenda on the purists of the world?
I'm not pushing it on them, they're on the wrong side of history. We've talked about this. I mean, well, what's happening?
Have you ever given driving irons a go?
No, you don't have. Like, I don't have to have a driving iron to know that they're not for, that they're for the wrong people, or they're not for golfers. They're just for these people who think that they're better than everyone else and they look down on us.
You say wrong people, like it's a derogatory term, in such a
course
derogatory
it
way.
is.
There's such venom in your voice. Why do you say wrong people?
No. I'm not venom. I'm a really tolerant person. We're tolerant people.
We being...
We're the hybrid brigade.
That's a whole brigade now.
We have a brigade of us.
So what's it going to
We're
take
happy people.
Well, it's nice to see you smiling at last. What's it going to take to bring these two sides together? This is the most important thing.
Bring them together with them.
What would it take for you to consider walking a mile in a hybrid's shoe?
Enormous amounts of money.
And then the breakthrough. Both parties agreed independently to meet us on the practice fairway and actually test what life was like on the other side of the fence. We're on our way. It's important as part of the journey that you embrace it.
That felt pretty good.
So do you start to see life on the other side of this debate?
Well, maybe they're not quite as bad as I thought. I mean, they are humans after all.
Now is the time to see whether we can swing you back across and find some middle ground between these two extreme movements.
For a start, I don't like the look of hybrids at all. That looks pretty slick though. That looks nice. Right. Hang on. Oh, it just landed.
Give me his first thoughts.
That was amazing. Yeah. I haven't got much else. That was amazing. That came right at the screws, but the flight. Wow. What have I been missing?
Could I get you to describe something more than the flight as if you're starting a poem?
Okay. Well, honestly, not only was it penetrating, I was expecting it to be spinny and high, but it just kept going and going and going. But the feel of it felt super soft. Can I have one more?
So potentially ignorance is not bliss.
Well, not with that shot.
So what was your intention then?
To hit that shot. The sliding, beautiful high fade. Wow. Okay.
Do you understand the other side of the argument now better than ever before?
Well, definitely better than ever before. I'm still partial to the driving iron though, Philbert, but gee whiz.
And there we have it. It seems that he's coming around to what, until today, was the dark side.
See, Philbert? You can still miss him.
So it looks like we've made some real progress here today, bringing together two opposing parties, two arch rivals, swing and swagger. This could win me a Nobel Peace Prize. Coming to you from the National Golf Club in Victoria, this is Philbert for Golf Barons.